Another thing Lambeau Field doesn't have.
Gibby. Hey, how was Parents' Night or Parents' Weekend down at FAU?
It was amazing. And I'll tell you one thing right now, Scrib. Good thing I didn't go there. Graduation would have been tough. I mean, I'm just being honest.
Live from the Justin Livestream Network studios, Scrib and Gib.
We got to change it. Live from Brinkman's basement.
Meatloaf! Mala Meatloaf!
She might not have found that as funny as we did.
Oh, did
Did
you?
you show her the movie clip?
No.
Well, that's a
A
problem.
little YouTube clip.
That's on you.
Yeah.
You got to take the responsibility for your failures in life
Well, I
at
think
times.
she's used to not thinking her son is funny. That's the problem.
Oh.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? I don't really think it matters what we
Her
say.
and the long line behind her.
Right, exactly.
wow.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good
Look
to
at the
see you.
look I'm getting right now.
It's good to have you back, bud. Oh, wait, you've been here the whole time. It's Gibby that's back.
Hi,
So,
Andy.
hey, FAU
Yeah.
family weekend.
Yep.
You guys flew down and got to see Kiki, and it was looked like there were some good pictures. Looked like you guys had fun.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was. They have a lot different. This atmosphere down there is crazy. So Florida is quite a bit different than Wisconsin. Like
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah.
most states. Like in the
What?
state of
It is?
Wisconsin, you could like literally buy your 5-year-old a Busch Light at the bar if you want to. I mean, it's,
Come on now, it's
No,
not that bad.
It is
Unfortunately, that you
it
could.
is true. I got it wrong on the bartending tips. I'm like, that cannot be true, and so I marked it false. It's true. So, anyways, Florida's not that way. Like, it doesn't matter how old your kid is; you can if they're not 21, which makes sense. So we go to the game. And
Does it
Kiki-
really make sense?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I just want to make
But,
sure.
I mean, it could be 18 or whatever, whatever.
asking.
But this is what I'm saying. So we go to this thing, and they say, well, there's this tailgate party because there's frats and sororities that are there, but they don't have houses. Okay, but what they allow them to do on game days is they block off like about the size of a football field, and they allow each frat and sorority to set up like a 20 by 24 tent, and they're also blocked in by a fence, and then you can go in there and dance around and do all this kind of stuff, and they provide beverages.
So this would be your second college game you've been to where you had a tailgate party that was free.
Yes,
So-
almost very, but not quite as nice as the one down in Alabama.
So similar.
Free?
But
Gibby and free.
But it was unbelievable because you walk in this place and it didn't matter. I mean, obviously they wouldn't allow certain age kids probably, but like the cops are just like, all right, you're going in there, that's fine. We're going to turn a blind eye on this, and you guys can go in there and have fun. I mean, it was just like it was the most pandemonium thing. I mean, there had to be 3,000 college kids in this thing, and it was just all these frats and sororities just. Yeah, it was something. And it was hot outside. So for some, the clothing was at a minimum. and I'm like, holy moly. I mean, I'm like,
Did you have
jeepers.
sunglasses on at least?
Nope. These
You looked
ones
at Jody and said, get me out of here.
But anyways, we had a blast. Outside of that, the game was great. Awesome stadium. And then we went out and did a lot of stuff with Kiki. So it was fun. It's the first time I got to spend a lot. I've never been to Delray Beach. You ever been to Delray Beach, Moose?
No, negative on that one.
And you guys ever been to Delray?
I don't think
You
so.
should go. It's beautiful. Boca's beautiful, but Delray I was super impressed with. We spent some time there. Went to Jupiter, Florida, which that's where Tiger Woods
Yep.
has a place, and I think Rory maybe, and Koepka, and just gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I think you brought it up there, big dog. You said you saw a picture of Jody walking with some clown on the beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
Right?
I mean,
Listen to him, though, act like, oh, I went to Boca and I did this. We got to go to Wisconsin Rapids
Yeah,
last
yeah.
Friday.
Right.
Outside.
Outside.
Yes.
but then
my
I was
favorite.
down at
Great
family.
internet,
How was the
everybody.
weather, by the way? How was
It
the
was
weather?
beautiful. I was down at family weekend down at Mankato. Similar, exact same stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we walked the beach.
Went to beach.
I mean, the thing about down there is you're in Minnesota, so
Yeah.
jeepers. Can you get any worse than that?
Well,
They have the right colors.
Minnesota does or Mankato?
Purple.
Oh.
Mankato. Purple.
Well, I'm just saying.
no,
Well, that's
Thielen,
cool.
no, Thielen's from Mankato, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Thielen went to school there.
Yeah.
But also Michael E. Jordan is from there, the CEO of Unreal Athletic Wear.
Really?
So let's just start to say there's a few more UNRL
Oh.
things down there, and
Yeah. Some apparel and
Matter of
stuff.
fact, I've got a shirt on right now.
yeah, that stuff's pretty cool. And
awesome.
and I read up a little bit. I assumed he was there. Just I started seeing a lot of it. I'm like, seems weird. That campus, and then the CEO Michael went to school there, and then the senior marketing manager I think was alum there too. So, but man, they got an awesome thing going on there too. So we watched football games. Tyler the Sardi did not play, but he was there, and then Donnelly for Somerset's a freshman. They were playing Winona State. He plays for Winona, but didn't play either. But there are some Hudson kids out there that I assume were playing. Oh no, there's another freshman that was down there, but. Their field was older, right? And they got the hill on the back, which is kind of cool. You can stand on the hill and see. But, man, they're doing a whole future state. They call it the future state. It's a nice setup that's coming there. It's going to be built in. Bennett said when his senior year, he graduates, it'll open the next year. So it's going to be a pretty nice complex of athletic fields, football, and dorms, and just a whole deal.
Yeah, many, many moons ago I played there. Yeah, they were in our conference.
That's where the Vikings training camp was.
Used to be,
until they built the new place.
Yeah, they were. Mankato was. We always had usually split with them. I mean, they were.
Yeah, they're a good football team. They've been a good football team.
They beat us one year. We'd beat them, and it was close. Kind of like St. Cloud State. And it was all there. So
then you had your family weekend where?
Here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
I mowed the lawn.
Oh, actually, I thought I saw a picture of you and the family yesterday.
Oh,
we should send that over to Moose. He can put it up.
Yeah, wasn't that all the geese looking at you?
Oh, they quacked me up.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
Well, let's get into the football because there's some stuff we got to talk about in this football game because you already brought it up. So we're going to jump into Tiger football. Tigers go down to Wisconsin Rapids, and Gibby, you were not with.
No.
So I'm going to tell you what happened on the ride down.
Okay.
So here we are.
Wait a minute. Am I going to get picked on?
You are not getting picked on.
Okay. I think I'm with you on this one. I can feel it.
But honestly, they're driving, and it's farming time, man. Crops are getting put up right now.
The cobs were
These
drooping.
These guys were just looking at every field. I'm telling you, just drooling.
Drooping cobs and moldy beans. And
they were so excited. Look at that field over there. Look at that big combine over there. That's a big head over there taking up that corn. Oh, my words. They were just talking, just nonstop talking about farming all the way down there.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen two guys more excited about going somewhere than these two driving across Wisconsin during harvest season.
What do you take down there? Was it 29?
No, we actually went down to because Scribb had told us that he'd been driving down there the last couple of weekends every Saturday to figure out which way was the fastest for us. Yeah. We actually went down to Osseo and cut off on 10 and took 10 over.
But I mean, tell us, guys, what did the crops look like down there? Did they look good to you guys?
So this is we're going to do the segment right now.
No, I just asking them because they were
all
pretty.
All we were noticing is all we said was there's a lot of silage corn. Mm-hmm. It was
so silage corn. What does that mean
for cows? So
where they cut the whole plant and they chop it up in little pieces so that cows can eat it. And go,
so with the corn,
yes.
So
plant
they don't
everything.
So they just cut it all, take it the whole
when
damn
you go by
thing.
a
I didn't
field,
know any of this.
When you go by a field and you can see stubs this high.
Yeah.
And then there's no
6
trash.
inches?
And there's no trash or anything. You can see the black dirt in between the little rows. That means it's silage.
So they're like, we're just going to take it all.
They cut it at the
they
bottom.
Mix the
and
corn.
They
Mix the stock. They mix everything together.
the cob goes with it and it gets chopped up.
I understand
too.
that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's called silage.
Okay. So then there's also obviously what I always thought they just picked the cobs off the corn and then went back. So they could do both, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then all you get is obviously
just
there's a different nutritional content when you take just the leftover stock.
Yes. Well, no, because you can't take just the stock. You're going to have to take the cob with the stock, and that gets chopped up too.
Okay. So, but they have the ability to remove the cob by itself, correct?
Yeah, it's a combine.
That's called combining,
right?
yes.
And then they do that. Then what do they do with the stock?
I go disc it under.
Yep. It gets the combine.
The whole damn thing.
The combine
disc it under?
The combine beats it up, so it's all beat up and cut in pieces.
Oh, I did not see. I'm learning.
You didn't know
just
that?
like
for real, you didn't know that?
You can just see the hamster and they're just spinning.
It's going.
No, I'm interested in this stuff. I didn't know this. I like
all right, well, this is JLS farm talk.
Did you know this stuff, Scribner?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
He grew up in Turtle Lake. I will give him the benefit of the doubt that he probably knew what silage corn was.
Yes, I know it's silage corn, and then my brother-in-law, they actually had the FOD. They have the FOD, which takes silage corn and separates it. He has his own design and trying to patent it.
So what the hell would you do that for? Why don't you just do it the other way?
Because you feed the high nutrients to the milk cows, right? Mm-hmm. And then the rest to the heifers.
Okay.
That don't need as much nutrients, because they're not producing milk. They're growing to produce milk eventually.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say, when they want to fatten up cows, don't they feed them like corn?
Yeah.
And that marbles the meat.
We call that marbling, but
Marbling,
yes.
they marble the meat.
Do you want some corn?
I'm perfectly marbled. I'm beyond marbled.
Hey, Brinkman is
very
a
funny.
white goose stud.
Yeah.
That's what we are over here,
This
buddy.
is
So
I didn't realize he didn't know one thing about corn silage or corn.
Well, the good thing is like the folks that are listening to us right now, they're like, yeah, Gibby, I didn't know that either.
Did
So
you
this
know
is good
there's
stuff.
2 different machines, a chopper and a combine?
No.
The one with the big spout that
Yeah.
shoots
Yeah,
it?
that shoots the corn into the
Into the
and,
truck,
and they,
like
and they
it's-
drive along with it.
Yeah.
that's
That's a chopper.
Yeah.
The combine has a grain tank.
This is the first podcast where we've lost viewers while we're recording it before we even posted it.
Yeah, Scribner,
Yes.
he's out.
Skinner's like, oh, I get it. He's
I
just
can't
too darn
believe this
over."
guy.
I'm
so-
sort of surprised from a guy who grew up in Star Prairie.
Yeah, but like I said, I grew up on the west side.
In the metropolitan area. Remember, we've already talked about that. Yeah. So, anyways, let's take it back to this football game because I do have a couple questions for you guys about it.
So do I.
We saw some corn on the way down there. We had a great meal at a great restaurant down there before we headed off to the stadium. And then we watched a very interesting first quarter of football.
Yeah, that was a very interesting first quarter. A quarter that started off with a kick and big return by Keegan Langness, the Keegan bomb, about a 64, 65-yarder, and then it only took Whittick 3 carries to get in the end zone, 7-0. But then, I think is the point you're getting at, we just saw a Wisconsin Rapids team that just methodically, very slowly but very methodically moved the ball down the field and scored. And
It wasn't that slow.
well, no, but it was methodical. They completed 1 or 2 fourth downs, if I remember correctly, and it was. I was surprised. They missed the extra point. I would say our coaching staff wasn't too excited.
No, they weren't happy campers.
But then we had another long return,
Yeah.
and we scored pretty quick again. So it's all right. They scored.
Yeah, they
that's
did
it.
Whatever.
Long run. Next thing you know, they make the 2-point conversion. We're sitting there going 14-14, and I'm like,
What happened?
what happened? I mean, Moose and I were still outside at that time.
Oh, it was so much fun.
And we
I
had,
was outside too, and I enjoyed it.
It's part of you understand that you might be.
No, you understand you will be. No. But yeah, that's how the game started. So it was 14-14 and
With like 3 minutes left in the first quarter, wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was just a
I mean, it wasn't like
it was weird.
It was bizarre.
I mean, and you had texted me one time and we had told you
I
the
did.
score and I'm like, yeah,
It was
we've only
14-14 when I texted you.
we had 7 plays.
And you said that. It's 14-14. We've ran 7 plays. I'm like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Yeah,
And,
you know what I
and
mean?
to be honest, I mean, if Austin needed 3 more yards and we'd have only had 4 plays because the first run was 27 and he ran out a half inch of real estate. He ended up getting pushed out of bounds, which I thought he was close to going in. You were there, but it was close. But yeah, but defensively, they owned the line of scrimmage for the first quarter, I would say, by far.
They did.
Yeah, and they had the quarterback, Owen Richardson, and then the running back, Brooks, right? That was his name?
Yes, Brooks.
They were big, about 2 bills.
Okay.
And they liked something on our defense that allowed them to get outside, and we didn't contain very well.
That's been a little bit. Menominee exposed us on that a little bit until we tightened it up.
So that's what happened. And, oof, it was crazy. And like I said, when it was 14-14, our coaching staff did not like that either.
I think I heard him in Boca Raton.
Yeah. And then it changed.
That's okay.
And then it changed, and then the defense started.
Their attitude, the attitude adjustment changed.
That's what I love about football. You can still do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just part of the game. You know.
Yeah, I would agree.
There's certain sports you can't do that. I mean, you can do it, but I don't know if it's
Think of-
necessarily. You know.
Or it would just look goofy.
Yeah. So
You imagine
anyway,
Juliana just going off on the football team.
we might need that.
Well,
Anyways,
yeah, but it was. But after that, it was just all New Richmond, and I mean, let's just be honest. Defensively, I was going to get to the stats of the game quickly because what's interesting about that, the Tigers jumped out, in the second half, second quarter, third, and it was over. I want to be very clear on that. But what's interesting is they had almost 100 yards at half. They didn't get much in the second half. We saw that last year in the playoffs. Was that Pullman last year? In the playoffs that happened,
Yeah.
if I remember right? Does that sound about right?
Yep.
So, we just took it to them because they ended up with, what was it here? Sorry. 30 yards passing. And then 134 yards rushing, so 168 yards total. And they had like 97 at halftime.
Wow.
So we really took it to them. But it was just, it was hard to explain. It was just, it just
that first quarter got done, and we're just like, what's going on here?
yeah.
Well, they had what was their second touchdown? Was that a
59 yard.
59-yard touchdown run where 5 Tigers hit the running back, and not one of them tried to tackle him below the shoulder pads.
Yeah,
it was just
we've talked about that before.
You call that out. You call that
just tackle too high. I don't get it.
It was just
So I'm actually wrong on this. So
What? The numbers got what?
no, 135 and 135. So 180 yards they had, and then they went backwards.
yeah.
The rest of the game basically.
They had 180 yards at half.
That's what it said here. 98 yards rushing because he had that long.
Might want to add that up for him.
Can we get a calculator?
I'm going to tell you. Ready?
Turtle.
Owen Richardson's 5 for 13, 45 yards. Rushing. Brooks, Sawyer Brooks, 12 for 98. And the running back, 5 for 37. That's 135 yards rushing plus 45 through the air. 180.
It's not bad.
And then they ended up with right there. No, the sacks, right? Take away from the passing yards.
Sure. Oh yeah, 100% that did.
And we got a few sacks.
He was getting hit pretty hard.
We had
This
3.
will have a couple hits.
Not really hit a high one, but Noah Zanin had 2 good sacks.
Zanin.
Who was had that big hit on him? He wasn't it? I think it was his game keepers. It all blurs it together, but he stood in there and thought one for a pass.
Was that when Evan Fagnan? Is that when we got the pass? When we got the personal foul?
Was that a person? Yeah,
We got one. I can't remember who it was. I think it was on Evan, but
he stood in there.
he was limping. He got hurt. He got
And it
hit.
wasn't. I thought it was
So
legal.
I thought it was really bizarre that they. So this kid is out there and he's getting hit, and he's doing everything on their offense. I thought he was a hell of a quarterback myself. The
First quarter he played pretty well.
I thought even in the second, third, fourth quarters he could have completely fell apart, and he didn't. I thought he was very composed and tried hard. But this kid could barely walk getting up from plays. And the coach makes him jog over to the sidelines 2 yards into the field to get the play.
I really don't get that.
He goes to fell apart. He was wearing out.
Yes.
And they still had him around. Like you say, he was limping over to the sideline, getting his play, and limping back.
That was the dumbest thing I saw. I'm just like,
High school teams continue to do that. I don't understand. Like the amount of energy that you, by the time you run over, get the play, run back. It's like, and you do that all game.
So we had this is in the 90s now.
I mean, you got a wristband.
Well, we didn't use wristbands, but we had a lot of good receivers. So our 3 and 4 receiver, they were the ones going in and out, calling the plays for the quarterback.
Yeah, makes sense.
That would make sense. Usually they were on that side of the field too.
Yeah.
That's where they played.
I don't.
So anyway, they won, right? At the end of the day.
Right?
Yep.
Whittaker-
They won by
Yeah, Whittaker had a great game. I mean, that guy had 17 carries, 170 yards, 6 TDs.
Yeah.
5 in the first half.
Yeah, he played pretty
And,
well.
they only had 5 more carries in the second half.
Right. Which is good. I mean,
touchdown.
Yep.
One thing that I, for the first time all season, I don't think they got a good hit in on Whittaker all night.
No.
He did a very good job of, like sometimes this year he's turning to get that extra yard or two, and he's just chomping at the bit to get that extra yard or two, and bam, he gets walloped and he goes down. I don't think he took one of those hits Friday night. I was very impressed with how he wasn't shying from the contact, but he wasn't putting himself in those positions to take the big hit. So that made me very happy because I get scared every time.
How do we throw the ball, guys? I mean, we really didn't need
7 of 9. He threw pretty good. He had that long pass.
7 of 9. So
7 of 9.
It wasn't anything spectacular. But I had the thought that he probably had his best night throwing accuracy-wise.
Okay, it was comparable.
Yeah. Yep. They threw a couple out in the flat or out to Braden Yeski, made a good move on the one. And I gave him a hard time. Why didn't you cut inside? And he goes, well, I was good but the last time I did it, my foot got stuck on the turf piece. He's like, I didn't have it. So I thought I could get him to the end zone. He got tackled on the 6 or something. And he's fast, but he got, it was just a little dump pass quickly out to him. And he made one guy miss. And there was a guy that was right next to him was gone.
Yeah, he was taking off from him.
Yeah.
It was like me chasing him.
So, we threw the ball good. Yeah, it's a good game. So, but now we face Superior. And Superior's, what do you got on Superior? I know you got a lot there, so let's go with it.
They're 0-whatever.
Well, Superior's last varsity football win came against Eau Claire Memorial September 30th, 2022. So they're currently in a 28-game losing streak. I just did a couple comparison stats here.
They played good last year.
Yeah, we just go. They were 0-28.
Yep.
And they played the potential number 1 team in our conference.
Yeah.
Touchdown for touchdown.
Yeah.
The difference in the whole game is they scored 6 touchdowns and kicked 6 extra points. Rice Lake kicked 6 or ran in. Scored 6 touchdowns and got 6 2-point conversions, and that was a difference 48-42. So just looking at the season for Superior, they've completed 66 passes for 919 yards, and Richmond's
Which isn't
completed
bad.
55 for 682. Here's what I found really interesting. They've rushed the ball for 304 times, and Richmond's rushed it for 290. They have 1,143 yards. That's 3.8 yards a carry. Richmond has 2,445 yards. That is 8.4 yards a carry. So,
Moose, I think Brinkman's taken over Scribner's stats.
I was like, wow. This is
he might take it over.
It's all good there, big guys.
Yeah, that is. Again, we can't take this thing lightly, right? Because we're going over the seeding meeting Sunday.
Saturday.
Did
we not just talk?
it's a reveal show. It's not even a seating meeting. It is
Less than an hour
It's
ago.
100% done by computer.
You're right.
Here's a couple other things. Superior has 11 receiving passing touchdowns this year, where Richmond has 5. Rushing touchdowns, Superior 7, Richmond 35. 35 rushing touchdowns through 8 games. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, and considering Whittick didn't play one.
Right.
They're 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5.
But I will say this, though. Our other running backs,
Yeah,
I
they're
mean, they're good.
Yeah,
We got some studs. Quaddy does a nice job. Speaking of Quaddy, how's he doing?
I've been told, if I remember right, if it's true, he's out until playoffs as well.
Okay, so sitting this week and hopefully get him back.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, the Tigers should take care of
Business.
let's
They got
go out there,
it.
take care of
They
business.
have to.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they have
Just
to.
go take care of business. And it was a big showdown between Rice Lake and Hudson.
Yep.
At Hudson.
Now, so how's this whole thing shaking out? Because I haven't really put it. I mean, in regards to conference champs now.
We're out. We're
No, I understand that. But I'm
Right
saying right now it's
Rice
Rice Lake, River Falls,
in Hudson. Yeah. So whoever wins would, as long as River Falls wins, whoever wins the Rice Lake Hudson will be co-champs.
Yep. So who's River Falls?
Wausau West?
Yeah.
Wausau East? One of the Wausau schools.
So they're not very good.
Yeah.
So it's basically co-champs, either Rice Lake or Hudson. Whoever wins will be co-champs. And, we're right there, right? We lost 2, but
Within 6 points.
yeah, that's the thing. So
Lost 2 games by a combined 6 points.
yeah, and the one run we didn't have Whittick.
You know what? That doesn't really matter.
No, it
Still
doesn't
2
matter.
L's. That's the worst part, right?
Yeah. No, I totally agree. That's a good point, Bruce. But playoff seedings will come out. There's a different playoffs. How they do it, how they rank you is different this year. So we're in. I mean, we're going to be in. We're not too concerned about that. It's just whether we're a 2 or 3 seed. Talking to people, a lot of people think we'll probably be a 3 seed, which means we'll have a home game, and then depending on as long as we win, and depending on how the 2 seed does. Could be home or it could be away.
I'm going to go on record saying that I've studied enough of this I honestly believe New Richmond is if both River Falls and Rice Lake win on Friday night. I honestly believe they're going to split those two up, and New Richmond's going to be a 2 seed. I'm going on record as that. If I'm wrong, you guys can pick on me. Wait a minute. I think New Richmond's going to be a 2 seed. We got to win Friday night. But I think New Richmond gets.
And I think regardless, I would just like to see the Big Rivers Conference get split up a little bit.
Yeah.
I understand. I get it.
Well, they sometimes do that. Yeah. I know.
Sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. But it is what it is.
Yeah. We'll figure it out, and we'll just whoever's going to be in front of us, we're going to play.
Either way, we're going to play the teams we got to play to get where we want to be.
Yeah. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you that are interested in that, you will be able to watch that on Saturday at 10 a.m. on the I call them the cow stations, but WQOW will have that as well as on their app. It is going to be Saturday morning at 10 a.m. They will show all of them. The show will air on Catchy Comedy, and we'll stream watch. And we'll stream live on the watch in the WIA Live Sports app. That's absolutely weird.
Didn't read that before you did.
No, I read it quickly. WQOW Sports Director Nick Cabot will be co-hosting it, along with Travis Wilson from Bound, Wisconsin will be a special guest. So that's where they're going to announce the 7 divisions of 11-man football. So we will know Saturday by 11 o'clock in the morning. We will know.
It should be fun. All right, what do you got for soccer? I know you have it in front of you. Just quickly go through it because we're burning through time and we got to get to volleyball.
Soccer last night finished the conference play with a 6-0 loss at Eau Claire Memorial. They finished 5-5 in conference play and 17-5 overall. They are the number 1 seed in Division II for this area. They will host Sparta next Tuesday night at 7 p.m. New Richmond's actually in line to have all games. If they were to make it to state, they would play all games at New Richmond. Because the sectional final is scheduled to be played in New Richmond this year, so that's pretty cool.
Who's the team in our region that we'll have to? Who's the big one?
Well, on the other half of the section, whoever comes out of Sauk Prairie and DeForest traditionally is the team that goes to state. So a couple quick notes here. Big River's got 2 number 1 seeds in Richmond in Division I. Hudson is the number 1 seed. They also got 2 number 2 seeds. Eau Claire Memorial is with Hudson in Division I. They're the number 2 seed. The number 2 seed in Division III in this area is Rice Lake. And because you guys say I'm crazy about this stuff, there is actually a first-round matchup where number 6 seed in Division I, number 6 seed Holman has to travel to Superior.
Oh boy!
I've got the screenshot I can show you guys. 4 hours and 41 minutes next Tuesday night. They've moved the game from 7 o'clock to 5 o'clock. So I start doing my little Brinkman math on this, and I'm like, well,
still 1:30 in the morning.
Well, okay, but so let's say this. If it's a 5 o'clock game and it's a 4 hour and 41 minute trip, okay? So they've moved the game to 5 o'clock.
I know, I'm still doing that.
So I'm saying the team's got to be there. They want the team there an hour and a half before game time, right? I mean, that's you're getting out of school at 10 o'clock in the morning to drive to Superior to play a 5 o'clock playoff game in soccer.
And I'm sure being that's in Superior will be nice and toasty.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It'll be really nice and toasty.
That's as you guys know, I always look for those strange matchups in sports that first one around.
Really?
Strange things.
Yeah, I know. But anyways, hey, congrats. You know what? We had senior night the other night at soccer, and I had to say a paragraph about each of the seniors, and they all talked about how neat it was to say they're the Richmond Tiger. They all had a line in there about the pride they took in being a Tiger and what it took. So that was pretty neat. I also have to give a big shout out to Mary Demmeling. She made me the next to my mother's the best chocolate chip.
Let's try one of these babies right on. I haven't had one yet. Moose, you need one over there?
You've had 4.
That's the first one.
Yeah, you've had 4.
Oh, I haven't had one.
We're going to have to listen to the script over there.
Mary made the best press box cookies I've had in a long time. So thanks to her. That's what I got for soccer, you guys. New Richmond does go to Somerset tomorrow for a 4:30 game.
No lights at Somerset.
No lights at Somerset, so that one will be at 4:30. If you want one last chance to see the Tigers play before they hit the playoffs.
So I got to give a shout out to Sam Halley, New Richmond junior golfer, placed 20th at state.
Yeah.
She shot a, I was going to make sure I got it right here. 81 on the front and 80 on the back.
Which is that's really, I mean, that's a tough course, and it's the competition down there. You got to add that on there as well.
Yeah.
I love that turn. Love it. I miss that turn.
And a local girl, Ava Swaverly from Hudson, sophomore. She ended up getting place 11th. So
What did she shoot?
She shot a 154.
So in the mid-70s.
Yeah.
See, that's how I golf. I'm more in the mid-70s. If it's any hotter than that, I'm staying in the clubhouse.
But then we also got to give a good luck.
What about the other 9?
A good luck shout out to Lindsay Ritzer. She'll be playing tomorrow about 11:30 down at State Tennis. So a sophomore there representing Richmond as well. So congratulations to her as well. Good luck.
So by the way, I could not believe this. So the gal that won Division I, Peyton Haugen from Brookfield East, shot 8 red.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible. So I'm like, all I comment on it is wow. Guess who commented on my wow? This is crazy. All right, so you got it right here.
Tiger Woods.
Nelly Korda, PGA professional golfer.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, that's pretty awesome. But anyway, 8 red? That's incredible. 8 red. Unbelievable.
The Division II champion was she from Colfax?
Yep. Altoona Colfax. Good cookie.
Yeah, these are great cookies. They really are. But anyways, her sister's on the team in this world.
Bella Kongshog.
Yeah.
She's a senior. She shot, took first, and then her sister was third, a freshman.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
So, congratulations to them, and good luck to Lindsay Ritzer tomorrow.
Lindsay Ritzer starts off against Prisha Singh of Franklin. So,
God, these cookies sound so good. I'm going to have to grab one.
I don't know.
I'll get it. I'll bring you one over there, buddy. So, what do you got for volleyball? He doesn't want to eat on air? Wow. What is going on here?
Took the whole thing.
Hey, quickly, you guys, in the Dun St. Croix last week, kind of a good revenge game, a good game every year is Spring Valley and Glenwood City. For the first time in a while, Glenwood City got the win 27-7 over Spring Valley. Boyceville continues being Boyceville 36-0 over Colfax. Clear Lake edged Elmwood Plum City 20-14. And Turtle Lake, the birthplace of Mr. Scribner, 35. Webster, no relation to the guy that was in the little TV show, 0. Emmanuel, whatever his name was. This week,
What's going on all of a sudden?
This week, Clear Lake is at Glenwood City. Spring Valley is at Colfax. Tech Weyerhaeuser steps in and plays Elmwood Plum City. And the Turtle Lake Lakers draw the Boyceville Bulldogs.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Be a good one. All right, we got to go to volleyball. I don't know where Gibby went. Apparently the cookie, and I'm just going to tell anybody at home, he took it to the bathroom.
I want to see if Brinkman had some milk to go with those cookies.
No milk?
Who eats chocolate chip cookies without dunking them in milk?
Up there.
Almond milk doesn't count, Brinkman. Washing your waist. Anyhow.
What is it? Isn't that milk in that milk cup right there?
Yes. No, this is just water.
Gibby, when is before you get in depth in volleyball, when is the CD meeting for this area? Because I noticed there are some divisions and such like that are already up and listed.
Yep. It's right now.
It's right now.
So Juliana's here. Wish her good luck today, and hopefully we do well. Unfortunately, volleyball for the Tigers, we found ourselves in an unfamiliar place, which used to be very familiar, losing 2 games in a row. But we did lose to Hudson, who was very good, and we also lost to Chippy. as well on Monday night. So unfortunately, but we did find ourselves tied for third in the conference, which is by far the best the Tigers have ever done in the Big Rivers Conference. And we're young, right? I mean, obviously very senior. We got a stud in the Ashleynator there, but we talked about our youth and how young we are. So I think we did a really nice job this year. Rolling into the playoffs, hopefully we get. I would just love a home game. I would love a home game.
We're going to be home.
And I'd also love to play a team, not in the Big Rivers. It's like, it's just last year, Chippy and Hudson. It's like, geez, you sit and play them all. It's even like football. Like, I just want to play a different team. Yeah. Somebody, already.
Like I said, it's fun to go find a logo because they save all the school logos.
Yeah, right.
It's fun when I have to go search for their school logo.
Right. No, exactly.
So in the Division 2, it's our section and the Seymour, the lower
Division 1.
We're Division 1.
Oh, we are? I thought we were 2. I'm sorry.
No,
but so when you talk about playing a different team, so here's the teams that are going to make up our section. Chippewa Falls, DC Everest, Eau Claire Memorial, Eau Claire North, Hudson, Marshfield, Menominee, New Richmond, River Falls, Spash, Superior, Wausau East, Wausau West, and Wisconsin Rapids, Lincoln.
Yeah. I don't think I have Wausau East logo yet.
Hey,
here we go. Let's do it.
I think what I'm hoping for, we get a home game, second game on the road at Wisconsin Rapids.
Well, I know one guy's going to be there.
We might as well go stream it.
I just looked at my schedule. I got to get my hair cut that day.
We're going to have to go in a Chevy, not a Ford this time?
Yeah. So back to the Tigers right now, I think we're in a little bit of a funk. I know we played two good teams. I mean, you got to give credit's due. Hudson's a very good team. And Chippy's just a scrappy team. I think we're much better on the offense in regards to hitters are better than theirs, but God, defensively,
you said it best.
We're so tough to
we're
young.
Like they have to get out of their head, right? Yeah. As a team.
Yeah. And they got awesome leadership with the seniors. Now, we think it was probably due to illness. Matty Comer had to come out of the game. But man, Sammy Morrissey stepped in, did a very, very nice job at Saturday. And we competed. So, just let's go to work, right? We got till next Thursday. This next Thursday is when the game is. We'll be there. And hopefully, if and when, I'm going to say when we win that game, we'll be playing on Saturday.
What does she hope for?
Not sure.
Did you ask her?
I haven't talked to Juliana about that. I probably.
I'm just curious. Asked her
shooting for. Yeah, it's like you look at what Brinkman just said. It's basically their own conference in there. So
yeah, and then that's in the Wisconsin Valley, and Marshfield right now is 37-5. DC Everest is 24-11. Wisconsin Rapids is 9-20. So we're probably not going to have a home game. I mean, a away game with them. But
because the top seeds all get buys.
Yeah.
So that's right. Yeah, so that helps. They don't play until Saturday.
We might end up getting a home game.
We should get a home game.
We should.
Gibby, do you think it's interesting that in Richmond they played Monday night? They don't play again until next Thursday?
Mm-hmm. And we need it because I know, like Carly Heimbach, I know her hand is, she was sitting out, I think, the third set of that game and was on ice. Maddie was not feeling, she'll be fine. I talked to her mom, and she just, thought she maybe just had a little bit of a bug going on. But anyhow, we'll be fine. We need some time to heal up.
Let's just hope
figure some stuff out.
There is a lot of illness going around.
Yeah.
My daughter was sick today and yesterday, and I emailed the school, and she's like, there's a lot of this going around right now.
Yeah. Just this crap.
I got something here, though. So something popped up. I found it. So I'll bring it up here. Did everybody know who Carrie Walsh Jennings is?
Yes.
She's one of the greatest Olympic sand volleyballers out there. And I don't know why it came up. It's kind of funny because you and I always get into good conversation about volleyball, clubs, etc. Here's a neat one. I just thought it was cool to read, to talk about, because it says, this is what it says. I received so much value in playing for my school team. I know today's kids are getting higher quality reps in club consistently, but high school gives something different. Pride, community, fun, and the chance to represent something bigger than yourself. Interesting, right? I mean, I just love that. Yes, club matters, and yes, high school matters too. Both experiences shape our kids in different but equally important ways, and it's worth having the conversation with the coaches to find that balance. Great.
She's perfect. I could obviously can't say anything.
Yeah, apparently I just happened to see. I don't know how I got it, but when I googled it here, Gibby, I'll send it over to you. There's a full episode on the
Should share it on the website.
On a YouTube channel, Beer Athletics. It was just very interesting. And what I like about it is because we hear so many people now not playing different sports. And this is not about volleyball, I'll be very honest, but it's just something that popped up. It's about everything. Like we've talked about it before, like is some of these high school sports, going to go away. Like, hey, we're thin at numbers in Richmond for basketball, right? It's just the way it is. But this is what I've always said. Like I think it's fun to go play. My kids play AAU, but there's nothing better than playing for your school. But you got to find the balance, and that's exactly what 3-time Olympic gold medalist Carrie Walsh Shannon stated. It was cool.
No, that's perfectly said. I think there is nothing better than, like she said, you can go and develop your skills. And a lot of these club teams, you're playing with a higher level skill, right? Which is amazing for your development. But to come back and hear your school cheering your name or cheering you on. There's nothing like it. Even going to college, to be honest, was fun. And obviously I wasn't like some huge standout player, but there is something.
Where'd you go to college?
You ready?
But is he ready? What are you talking about?
But anyhow, the point is, the one thing I always said I really wouldn't go back to high school, but I just do remember. I can almost still remember smelling the grass fields, wearing that jersey right over there on that wall, and like hearing that little band percussion playing that same song, looking up at the bleachers, and you see your grandma and your grandpa sitting up there. That it's just the best. Nothing is better than. And then you go to school and you're walking through the hallways and you see your buddies and everybody congratulating you on the game from Friday night and Monday morning. There's nothing better than that.
So what year of Pop Warner did you wear that? It says it's a medium. And there's no way in hell you wore shoulder pads underneath that.
I told Coach, I said, I want number 20, and it was a smaller jersey. But, you should see the ones from college. The ones from college are a quarter the size of that. When you try to pull, it is like...
Yeah, I have Bennett's. It's Bennett's is smaller than that.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, it's unbelievable. That thing was like we're in a rag doll. That thing was awful. But anyway, back to the
kind of like how
it is. There's nothing like
it.
Yeah, there's nothing like it.
What you guys say is 100% correct in my opinion, because how many times do you hear pro athletes talk about how if they could go back and play one game, it would be a game from high school with their buddies?
Well,
there's no doubt.
I think it's everything you said. And when you it's the school pride. It's in front of your friends. You're doing it for the community. It's for fun. I think that's the one thing that I don't know. I've been going down doing some thinking, but I've been seeing a lot of neat posts about this stuff. Like another one was a coach that talking about it's just an organization.
See, it ain't that small. Most can fit it on. Look at that.
Look at that stud back there.
Don't put
this thing's getting derailed. But I think his point was what's ruining youth sports is the parents. The parents thinking winning is everything.
Yes.
The parents think that if you're not winning, it's not successful. Where to their point is when the game is over, and the kids got their first snack after match one, game one, whatever, they already forgot about that game.
Yeah.
Every kid. People can tell me, no, my kid remembers everything. No, they don't. No, they will remember their seasons, etc. But they don't remember that game. As they get older, it's different, right? As you start getting into high school, it gets a little bit older. But even then, you'll see them lose the game, and they're mad. But I'm telling you,
that was
the point is a lot of those kids winning. What did they say? They did a survey. Winning hit was number 56.
What was number one?
I didn't listen to the whole. I did listen to the whole.
You can't have something.
But a lot of it was just being with their friends, playing with their friends.
That's probably 3, to be honest.
But then just developing and growing and having fun.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting. Another thing is like what I'm trying to get better at too is when the game's over, you're in the car.
It's over.
Yeah, but don't even ask your kids how the game went.
Yeah.
Let them talk to you. Because if they want to talk about the game, they'll bring it up to you. And it's a very good point. I don't normally, nowadays I'm a little more quiet about it. I'll be like, did you have fun? But I think I'm going to try not even do that anymore.
Has anybody seen the clips? Because remember we had the Greg Olson youth sports.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Have you seen the clips of him and Luke Kuechly coaching?
Yeah, I haven't seen any clips, but
they grade football together,
Is
or
it
whatever
awesome?
grade it is. You're just like, oh, that's intense. He's like, it's 44-0. They're winning, and Greg Olson's yelling at the ref, like, what? That wasn't a flag, or he's getting mad at his team, And I'm just like, wait, you had the youth sports thing. Come on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I do, Scrib. I mean, having my first experience with the very prolonged club with Kokoro, obviously, I think Coco's tryout is November 9th, and that goes into June. Right, so I got to experience it, and it's amazing for your development. There's no doubt. But if I would ask Coco right now, I'm like, do you have fun, and what do you look forward to the most? It's playing with her friends and back in Richmond. And it is because when you say goodbye, regardless, this week the Tigers or the next 3 weeks, and hopefully stay, whatever that might be, they're going to say it's going to be done. Like last year when Bennett was over, right? And all those guys, you don't put that jersey on again. And
until you're in a podcast.
Yeah, and but my point to it a little bit is every year you're putting a different jersey on. You could be in the same club, doesn't matter. You're playing with some different girls. It's just
it's different. It's definitely different.
I think that's where we need to give a lot of these coaches at the high school level big kudos because you're right. When you get to college, it's the focus driven. I want to win.
It's a job.
But in high school, you got the kids out there that are like, wow, I want to play football with my buddies and hang out on the bus and can we do an overnight stay somewhere, coach? That stuff. So.
You're still doing that now?
What's that?
Asking for overnight stays? Do you have to ask now? Oh, okay. All right, well, we've gone a little too far. We've been deranged here. I mean, look at this guy over here wearing probably the best that jersey's ever been.
I'll guarantee you if there's a singlet hanging up back there, I'm not putting that on.
Ooh.
Do you have a singlet?
No.
Old one. He's got a new one. He gets a new one every year.
But we would do. I paid if we get a singlet from high school.
I think I would match whatever is donated.
Moose is wearing that. Would you wear a singlet?
No.
How about a singlet?
I want to see you in a singlet. I want to see you in a singlet and Scribner's in a singlet. That's
weird. That you want to see.
I'll be sitting over here like a rock.
It's time to cut this off. Now that was about as weird as we've ever got.
All right, I'm Scrib.
I'm
We got Moose literally on the loose today.
Yes, on the loose.
Right.
In my jersey.